isn't nothing like that. It isn't nothing like that good soul music. Now use it and let Jay prove it. Just lose it. With everything you do, just know she got your back, yo. And she'll even make you laugh show after show. She got the vibes that'll make you ride top down. And if you got a couple pounds, she'll be around. Justified Madness.
Black man, you are more valuable than gold, and most don't know it. Yet your enemy devises a plan so that you'll never show it. They create illusions of false evidence against you in hopes to send you back to sleep blinded to what is true. What is true? The truth is you are hand-selected by the source, divine, creator of all. In your awakening, your connection became so powerful, all you need do is call. Speak up with that authority that's not just engraved in your DNA. No, it is within the essence of your existence on all dimensions. It is the origin of you as a god, a king, a co-creator. You are a lion, bold and courageous in your stance, sending out waves of electricity when you dance. Do you know your strength? A mere shift in thought and the whole rhythm of the universe begins to shift. You are abundant in all ways. Don't be fooled by poverty, for it is a mere glance at the illusion that until now you helped blindly create. But in this message, I, as your feminine essence, sends out a glance of remembrance to help influence your awakening, deconstructing the fear that was placed within to encourage your forsakening. Your healed feminine goddesses and queens stand with you. We heal ourselves to co-create the energetic rhythm necessary to destroy the agenda of a man who can't dance. We won't forsake you, and we encourage you not to forsake yourselves. We are powerful. Signed, Shavi Zane.
What's up, what's happening? It's your girl, J1 Yvette, and thank you for joining me on the Spoken Word Wednesday edition of Justified Madness. It's the first Wednesday of the month, so you know what that means. It's Spoken Word Wednesday. I started off with a spoken word piece from Shavi Zane, the spiritual counselor, and the piece is called Black Men You Are Royalty. This is one of my YouTube finds, and I'm so glad I happened upon her page. We need this kind of positivity, and I'm definitely here for lifting up our Black kings. If you want to check out more from Shavi Zane, go to YouTube and search Shavi CHHAV as in victory I, and the last name is Zane ZAINE. And don't just visit the page, y'all. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Now, staying on the Black positivity vibe, this next spoken word piece is from Nail Israel. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find a direct link for her online. If you know it, hit me up on the Twitter and let me know. But I did, if you search for her name on YouTube, you will find this poem. Her name is Nael, Neiel, last name Israel, Israel, like the country. And this piece is called When a Black Man Walks. Let's get into it now, shall we? You're tuned into the Spoken Word Wednesday edition of Justified Madness with your girl, J1 Yvette.
You ever see a black man walk? It's like Rhythm and Me that got up off the page and decided to move and glide with spirit. You ever see a black man walk in the room, Morris Cole style, like keep tap dancing? I'm here. In those steps are messages, and you have to listen carefully. They trying to kill me. Stop searching, frisk me. There are prayers in a black man's walk. Don't let them shoot me down where I'm standing. Don't let the white chalk lines find me. Don't let me die in the streets like an animal. I'm a man. I swear I'm a man. When a black man walks, a whole generation lives to see another day, another sunrise, another mouth to feed, another seed, another sacrifice saved, another poem, another hungry burning cross, another mother breathing in her son's ear. Move easy. Move quietly. Keep your head down, boy. It don't matter if you 16 or 60. When a black man walks, he is always hunted. He is always animal. He is always standing out like a living corpse. He smells like a KKK appetizer. Nuggets of his own flesh, dipped in his own blood. Woo-wee! When a black man walks, he often finds white women walking closely behind him. But you can't blame a white sister for liking the way a black man walks. She understands some things and is cool with the fact that her babies will have nappy hair, even though she will not know how to comb it. When a black man walks, wait for it. Listen to the orchestra playing beneath his feet. Pay attention to the vibrations when he walks in a room. See how many faces change to fear in the presence of a black man. See how many women hold their purse so tightly their fingers grow numb. See how many men hide their eyes wishing the darkness would go away. Maybe choke itself to death. That ugly 2/3 human being, that next to nothing black dot, that useless prison black spot. When a black man walks, every day he is like Jesus, paranoid of crucifixion. Every day he is like Trayvon, knowing that his hoodie have nothing to do with his last breath. If only bullets could kill racism, poverty, and the traumas of slavery. You pay attention when a black man walks. You listen when a black man walks. His feet have a mind of their own, a compass, a homing device. 400 years of directions. Find your way home safely. Don't let Jim Crow steal your soul. Don't let gentrification lose your memory. Don't let police brutality castrate you. Do what your mama said do. Run, run, run when their teeth are already covered in blood. Do what your mama said do. Run, run, run when a black man walks. He ain't got time to walk. Death is always like, black men are the easiest to find. They are the strongest but the most fragile. They are the calm and the storm. They die like they expect to. When a black man walks, think of it as a masterpiece, a beautiful song that you may only hear once. Cherish it. You may never hear it again.
This is a Justified Madness exclusive. I made a promise, never again. Never again would I let the blade touch me. So how do I release the pain? I have to let my pen cry. My pen pierces the paper. My words bleed out. Pain pours out, pain that I can no longer contain. Screaming, crying, shouting, how did it get this way? Why do I still find myself on the floor when I've tried so hard to fly? Why do I find myself in pieces when I've tried so hard to stay whole? I've tried and tried. I've cried and cried. Depression is a thief that I fight daily. It knocks me on my knees. I scream out, God, help me. I hold on to dashes of hope, fleeting moments of happiness. I feel the grip of depression trying to pull me deeper, racking my body with pain, filling my heart with anxiety until I can't breathe, hearing words again and again in my brain of how I'm no good, of how I'm too weak, how I cry too much, how I can't do anything right. I try with every ounce of energy I can muster to hold on to God's voice as depression, pain, and anxiety consume me. I refuse to let go of God's voice, no matter how distant it seems at times. I want to end this pain, but I refuse to give in. I hold on to every ounce of hope I can muster. God, please hold me. God, please hear me. God, please heal me. Don't let me go back to cutting away the sorrow. Just let my pen bleed this pain onto paper so that hope can abide here again. God, please don't let me go. I can't do this without you. Though the pain and heaviness seems impossible to bear, please don't let go of my hand. God, please don't let this pain consume me. Please don't let this be how my story ends. Please, God, hold me in your loving hands and lead me out of this pain into joy again.
What's up? What's happening? It's your girl J1 Yvette, taking a pause for the cause to let you know what's new in music and movies this week. Now, this week, new series
singles are dropping from Alex Hobson featuring Katie Tiz with Hands, Baby Keem with Family Ties, the Gorillas are back with Meanwhile EP, JoJo is back with Worst, I Assume, and Selena Gomez has a new single with Camila called 999. New albums dropping this week. We have Aura and Soundtrack to an Existential Crisis, the Beach Boys with Feel Flows, the Sunflower and Surf's Up Sessions 1969 through 1971, The Bug with Gotta Have the Rumble, Jaden, CTV3 Day Trippers Edition, Kenny Garrett with Sounds from the Ancestors, the Outcast AT Aliens 25th anniversary reissue drops this week, and WizKid drops Made in Lagos Deluxe Edition. Now for the full list of new music, check out officialcharts.com and click on new releases. Now opening in theaters this week, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Marvel Studios' Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings stars Simu Liu as Shang-Chi, who must confront the past he thought he left behind when he is drawn into a web of the mysterious Ten Rings organization. The film also stars Tony Leung as Wen Wu, Awkwafina as Shang-Chi's friend Katie, and Michelle Yeoh as Jing Nan, as well as Fala Chen, Ming'er Zhang, Florian Mintel, and forgive me if I am wrecking any of these names, I just have to say that. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is rated PG-13. Now, if you're more of a stay-at-home and chill kind of movie lover, no worries. Now is a good time to try out Paramount Plus. The most captivating stories and experiences are on Paramount Plus. Thousands of episodes, live TV, and exclusive originals all in one place. Try 1 month free and watch on your devices, including your phone, tablet, or Amazon Fire Stick. Go to ParamountPlus.com now for your free trial. Now that's the wrap up for the week. Now let's get back to the show. You're tuned into Justified Madness with your girl J1 Yvette.
Hey, what's up? My name is J1 Yvette.
Put some respect on it.
And you're listening to Justified Madness on Blog Talk Radio.
It's the Spoken Word Wednesday edition of Justified Madness with your girl J1 Yvette. That's classic music from Lauryn Hill and The Sweetest Thing. That's from the 1997 movie Love Jones. And since it's Spoken Word Wednesday, I had to get a little throwback in there from one of my favorite movies that heavily focused on spoken word poetry. The chemistry between Lorenz Tate and Nia Long in that movie was so amazing, and the spoken word and music featured in the movie and on the soundtrack were absolutely spectacular. Before that, you heard my own spoken word piece called My Battle Cry. That's a piece that I wrote last year during the height of the coronavirus pandemic, when anxiety was beating me up pretty badly, and I began writing not just to vent my frustration and anxiety, but also to remind myself that our low points are temporary and that we are overcomers, and nothing, not even a global pandemic, can keep us from the blessings God has for us. And I just want to say, over 630,000 people in the United States have died from COVID-19, and we're still here. So that's a blessing. And I just want to remind everyone, don't take a moment for granted. And my love and prayers are with the families who have lost loved ones, and also with everyone who is affected by Hurricane Ida. I know New Orleans does not have power right now and may not for the next few weeks. So definitely want to keep all the people of Louisiana and Mississippi where the storm hit keep them in your prayers and your thoughts. Now, drop me a heart in the chat on my Twitter if you feel me, because we got a lot going on now. I'm no longer taking live calls because the show is pre-recorded, but I do live tweet every single show. So make sure you're following me on Twitter, JWanyVette1. That's JWanyVette and the number 1. Now, a quick programming note. I'll be back on the air this Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for the Shutout Saturday edition of Justified Madness. I'm on the air every Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time right here at blogtalkradio.com/Justified Madness. Now, if you miss any episodes of the show, you can catch up right here on Blog Talk Radio or look for the Justified Madness podcast at iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, Podchaser, and almost anywhere else you get your podcast. Just Google JWanyVette Justified Madness to find out where you can listen. Now I got to send a shout out to Team JWanyVette. That's my official promo team run by Alex, Amina, and Tracy. You can follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Team JWanyVette. And also make sure you're following me on the Twitter. Once again, my Twitter name is JWanyVette1. And I'm also on Instagram and TikTok at Justified Madness 31. Now before I go, I got to send shout outs to all my fan bam, my Mad Hatters, my Young Nation, Aisha, all my DMV fam checking in, my Twamley, Brenda J, Shane, and last but never ever least, my daughter Jessie. You hear her at the top of the hour every Wednesday and Saturday night right here on Justified Madness. Now next up, I have new music from Lil Nas X featuring Jack Harlow with Industry Baby. And on the other side of the commercial, I'm closing it out with a spoken word piece from Lady Bryan, and it's called I Talk Black. You can follow her on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at WAN Poetry. That's WAN Poetry. And trust me, you will not be disappointed. I will see you this Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for the Shout Out Saturday edition of Justified Madness with your girl, JWanyVette.
Get ready for the biggest concert party experience of the millennium. The Millennium Tour 2021, starring Omarion.
Yo, chick come close to me. She ain't going home when she supposed to be.
With Bow Wow.
I ain't never had nobody do me like you.
Plus Grammy Award winner Ashanti.
See my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting around me.
Also performing live, Soulja Boy. Plus the Yin Yang Twins, Pretty Ricky, along with Lloyd and Sammy, all coming to a city near you. The Millennium Tour 2021. For tickets and more info, contact your local venue website, your local ticket provider, and be sure to visit gsquaredevents.com.
Get your tickets to the hottest concert party of the year.
Yo, what's up? This is John O.
This is Priest Forever.
And we are
the Gecko
Brothers. And right now, you're listening to Justified Madness.
Yes, so make sure you listen every time it's on the air. That's what's up.
And stay gecko.
Let's get into it. Okay, I'm going to read one of my favorite poems, okay? It's called Winter Tree.
I have been folding my tongue beneath itself. Bleaching my language, clenching my jaw with shackled teeth, because the moment I open my mouth, uprising spring from my saliva, my dialogue is cruddy. Trample with the muddy boots of trade and migration, battling nations in my diaphragm, so the rhythm in my diction sounds like a war cry, and despite the white stuffed down my windpipe, I talk black with nappy phonics. Syllables that kink and twist, naughty expression that beads on my palate, so glow in this spit shine flow, Jerry curl jogging, bongo drums in my diction. This slang is semantic resistance, off with the head of the king's English. Can't you smell the riot on my breath? Char in my esophagus, my laugh. It's arsenic. And ain't enough opiates in this elementary education to hook me on phonics or gentrify the djembe out of my pronunciation. Love the taste of this cornbread accent. Sugar sugar cane slang. My tongue is motherland, mama of civilization, birth of every nation. Scat, boom, bat, hi-hat, jazz, sax. There is music in my melanin and I be talking hella black. With a neck roll to articulate my tone. Conversations get you high as my cheekbones and lingo bout lush as these hips done grown. Thick thighs and deep fried vernacular. Hand motions and sound effects. Hieroglyphics hidden in my messages. My breath is the building of the pyramids on repeat. I'm like a Negro spiritual sampled over a trap beat. There is a black anthem inside my belly, so I will always lift every voice and speak.